This is Lexi Whistler here. I thought it was only appropriate to do my artist statement on video since I did a video for my creative project. I wanted to talk a little bit about why I did the project I did, what that process looked like, and how it connected to themes that we talked about in class this year. So here we go. I did my video project on Stone Butch Blues. Here it is. You can obviously tell that I've been through a lot with this book, just looking at the condition it's in. I started off thinking about which book I wanted to do a project on because I wanted to do something with video and connecting that. I'm an education major as well, so I want to be able to work with texts in new multimedia ways that I'll want to work with students, have students in my classroom work with those kinds of things as well. So I just kind of wanted to play around with that. So I thought about which book spoke to me the most. This was a book that spoke to me the most because it was something new for me. I've always been really interested in African American literature and Latina literature because they are so cultural and rich with detail, but you don't get to really see a lot of other identities being specifically targeted in literature. So I don't read about disability in books that you teach in the classroom today, and I don't read about religion as much. I don't read about someone who identifies as being gay in literature as much. And so this was a book that was new, and I really wanted to look at that. In addition, I thought about how I wanted to work with this book, what I wanted to put in the video, and I want to read this passage. This is what I based my entire video off of. I am typing these words as 2003 surges with pride. What year is it now as you read them? What has been won? What has been lost? I can't see from here. I can't predict. But I know this. You are experiencing the impact of what we in the movement take a stand on and fight for today. The present and past are the trajectory of the future. And that was written in the 10-year anniversary afterward that Leslie Feinberg put on, added to Stone Butch Blues. That is what I based my entire video off of. As I was reading her book, I really found passages that I felt people could identify with universally. The fear she experiences and the feelings of bravery and having to speak out and what that looks like. You're not just born brave, you become brave. And I thought that was a very interesting thing. Also, that passage, to me, I was in elementary school in 2003, and I don't know what the movement looked like in 2003, but that passage to me applied to today, especially with all of the legislation issues we've had in the last 2 days in Colorado, in North Carolina. So for me, this is a very current issue, and I wanted to see what that looked like. I wanted to look at people's experiences, and I wanted to look at current issues now and how far we've come, because a lot of people say gay rights is the civil rights movement of our time, and we're not just looking at one right for someone to be able to get married. We're looking at far more than that. People who have loving homes, who should be able to adopt. People who should be able to go visit their partners in the hospital. People who should not have to live in a country that says we stand on freedom, we were built on freedom, and only certain people get those freedoms. That doesn't make sense to me. And so I wanted to really make a video that encompassed all of these issues. That was hard because I care about so much and had to make like a 10-minute video. So it was really hard for me to narrow down my focus. So I just focused on a lot of different things. I wanted to focus on the fact that it's reiterated throughout this novel, the LGBT community is not just gay men and lesbian women. It's transgender people, it's genderqueer people, and that's a very rich community in that there are prejudices within that community as well as in out of that community, as far as like it's not just how straight people see that community, it's how people within the community see each other and then I guess see straight people. So I think a lot of times we just think about, I want to connect it back to how we talked about the dilemma of a ghost and how a lot of people see interracial marriage in America between a white person and someone of a minority race, instead of interracial marriage being, it can be between a man from Ghana and a woman from America. We don't think about those because we're in our own little microcosm of society that doesn't really look at the world beyond it. So that was an eye-opening experience to see there's a lot of things that I don't know about a community, and I just wanted to get represent as many people's experiences in my video as much as possible. So I really focused on not just picking the stereotypical flamboyant man and the butch lesbian. I picked just a lot of people with a lot of different personalities. I also wanted people in the video to see that almost everyone that I have videos for said, this is not who I am, do not define me as gay. I am a person and I happen to like people of the same sex. That's it. So I wanted that to be seen in that video as well. So a lot of different things, a lot of different reasons this book spoke to me. I really think that it connects back to what we did in class this year because I worked with the text. I directly connected my concepts back to the text. I used a lot of textual evidence to prove my claims and then to motivate people to stand up and take a stand today. That was the ultimate message of my video, and I really hope people got that. I really didn't want it to say by any means these are the experiences of just everyone feels like this. I just wanted to represent as many experiences as I can, and I think I did that pretty well. If I were to do the project over, I think I would try and film as many people by myself as possible. My sources are people from YouTube that I definitely gave credit to in my works cited, but I also find it very cool that I was able to go on YouTube and find as many videos as I did, because I want to say 30 years ago I really don't think people were getting the support they needed with the Trevor Project, with the No Hate Project, and with just like coming out stories. There's so many, and to be able to look at those stories and feel support, I think is really cool. But if I were to do the project over, I would try and get my own interviews. One of them was my own interview, and that was a really cool experience to talk to someone about how they came to terms with their identity, and it's an experience that I'll take with me probably for the rest of my life. So this project, a lot of different things, a lot of different reasons I did it. Hopefully it has the message that I wanted it to have. I welcome your feedback. Thank you for a good semester, and that's all I have. Bye.
Yay.